as I understand it, the main problem with Zato as a character is that either you reward a player for going in deep and learning a whole bunch of like crazy ass set play shit, um, and since the skill curve or like the skill ceiling for Zato is so high, like there's a lot of potential work that a player could do to get good at that aspect, right? So either you reward it commensurate with its work, maybe you have diminishing returns over time, but still you're willing to reward it, in which case he's always going to be the high point, right? And so the character is basically like if you worked hard enough to learn Zato and to be creative enough with him, you will always you will win more than you lose, right? Um, or you don't make it worth it, you don't reward it, and then what happens is that everyone else, like lethality on a Guilty Gear character is in general pretty high, right? Like, you know, some of the softest hitters, like you give them a couple good swings and they're or the right setup and they're able to you know do work, right? So if the reward for Zato is underneath that inflection point, right, or underneath that like the appropriate curve, then you kind of just have a character who struggles in neutral, which sucks in Guilty Gear, um, and gets like returns that are equivalent to what a character that isn't as bad and doesn't have to work as hard would get. In which case, why play Zato? And for the most part, they've been pretty willing to let Zato be the best character, because he'll always still have a couple problem matchups, and most people just don't want to put in that work. So when you get beat by a good Zato, you can be like, yeah, you know, they earned it. But for whatever reason, they decided to not do that in Xrd, or in Rev 2 rather, and so he's just not that great. Not because he can't fuck you up, but because it's just like anyone who could fuck you up with Zato could probably put that work into another character and fuck you up more reliably.